is Friday, 24th, 2020. Day like 683 of quarantine. I don't know. Fuck. Is everybody else pretty much over this shit now? Goddamn. Oh, there are so many different things I would rather fucking be doing. That's probably not true. Anyway, this is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is 30 minutes of mayhem. Oh, fuck. All right. So, the first question I have is from AJ. So are women that wax religiously doing it at home, or are they out here looking like a goddamn Yeti? Well, they probably shouldn't be out anywhere looking like a Yeti, since everybody's supposed to keep their funky ass at home. I don't know. Women that wax, I mean, don't some women wax at home? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. Let them. You know what? At this point, though, if you think about it, all these guys that either A, don't have a wife or girlfriend, B, don't live with their girlfriend or wife, you know what I mean? Or C, no, that the A and B would pretty much cover it. Fuck, see, I can't even, okay. So, once we're released back into the wild, I think that a lot of men are just going to be happy to be seeing women again, that they're not going to give a fuck if these women could French braid their armpit hair. Like, at this point, I would probably fuck a Bigfoot. And a side point to that point, it probably doesn't even have to be a female at this point. Like, God, this is awful. Fuck this quarantine shit. Next question, Jason. When society starts returning to normal, he put that in quotes, what are you looking forward to the most? Ignoring people just as I always have. Honestly, just being able to see friends and actually go places and shop again, you know, like just being able to go anywhere really. I've been in this house, with the exception of going to like the local grocery store and going to Walmart. I have been in this house for a fucking month. And I've been to the laundromat. The laundromat. Just, can you imagine how exciting my days are? Now, I will say this, man. Focusing so much on my guitar playing, I'm getting better every day. So, yeah, that's awesome. Like, I feel like I'm reaching a place where I've been wanting to be for a few years, and that's pretty cool. Jason again. What's next musically? New gear on your wish list? New skills to learn? How close are you to performing live with a looping setup? Okay. So, we'll just answer these in order. New gear on my wish list. I definitely need to get a wah pedal. Absolutely need to get a wah pedal. I also want either like a Joyo Space Verb. I'm tired of using the reverb on my amp because I've always got to reach over to turn the knob down or up for however I want it. So I want it on the pedal board now. I've become a pedal junkie, and I hate multi-effects processors. I don't want multi-effects. I like having the individual stomp boxes. And so I want that Joyo Space Verb pedal, and then I want another reverb pedal that does like the ocean reverb sound, kind of a watery, like a thick reverb. And other than that, I think my pedal board's pretty good. I could, like, I've got my Bayang Fuzz Star pedal that functions very well as a distortion because I don't turn it all the way up, so it's pretty good. But I would possibly like to get like the MXR, just pure distortion pedal. But the cool thing is, so I've got the Bayang Fuzz Star running into the MXR Submachine Fuzz, and if I hit both of those together, whoa, bitch, it's nasty as fuck. So the next part of that is new skills to learn. Yes, so one thing that I have noticed over the past few weeks of really increasing my playing, whereas most people rely on their first, like their index and pinky fingers to do a lot of their fretting, and they leave their middle and ring finger out. And you can tell by the calluses on a guitarist's fingers. So my index and my ring finger are calloused the fuck up. My middle and my pinky finger, I neglect them a lot because I need to start focusing on those skills like spider walks and things like that, and doing the alternating pattern of spider walks, which I have been doing. I need to devote probably about 5 minutes a day just to doing spider walks as a warm up. And sometimes I don't do that because if I'm sitting on the couch watching a movie or playing a game or listening to music and I get an idea for a song, I run over, grab my guitar, flip on the amp, turn the pedals on I need, and immediately start playing. Like no warm up, no hand stretches, no nothing. So yeah, I need to focus more on implementing my middle and pinky fingers into my fretting, and also I need to focus on chords and chord transitions because I play more blues style, like an outlaw blues, so it's kind of, it's really hard and dirty, but it's still blues, so I do a lot of individual note picking and bending, and I don't focus a lot on chords because chords aggravate me, especially bar chords, and I know I need to do it. And then the next one, how close are you to performing live with a looping setup? So, with this Digitech Trio Plus, I am getting to a point where I am comfortable setting up quick songs and patterns, and I can program that shit quick as fuck now. Also, I figured out that it has a guitar out, like it's got the main line out, and it has a mixer out. So I have the guitar main line out going to my Fender Super Champ X2 amp, and I have the mixer out going to my Blackstar ID Core 20. The reason I did that, because before everything was just running through my Fender amp, so I had to set the treble, the bass, everything at 5. It had to be just deadpan middle. Otherwise, it distorted the bass and the drums. Now, running it through the mixer out and the guitar out, my guitar only goes to my Fender amp, so I've got my settings back to where they need to be, and the drum and bass only go to the Blackstar ID Core 20 amp, and I've got that on a clean, just mid-volume gain there, and I've got the tone right down the middle. It's perfect. It's fucking awesome. So now some of the songs I'm writing, I just need to figure out, because people will still want to see me play if I'm like doing this, like in a video or on Facebook Live, but I can't play and sing at the same time, Cheeto, and you know this. And it's a very fucking tricky thing to do, and I don't understand how you mutants do that. So maybe it'll come, the more comfortable I get and the further I progress in this. But for now, it's going to, like, Bulldog's going to be playing the BB King route. You'll see me set up a cool loop where I can sing over it, and anytime I'm playing my guitar, I'll basically do the call and response that BB King did. Everybody knows that B.B. King is one of the greatest guitarists that ever lived, but what most people don't know is B.B. King rarely ever sang and played at the same time. He did what was called call and response, and when I found out about that, I was like, you motherfucker, because he would sing a line, you know, he would be like, oh, the thrill is gone, and then he would play his call would be what he's singing, the response would be with the guitar. And it's fucking brilliant. And I can do that shit. So I'm going to start working on that over the next few months and see how well I can transition and program this and actually get some things like that going. The other cool thing is my Trio Plus stores like any of the guitar loops that I do that I would want to do, like it stores them anyway, along with the beat and the bass line that's in it. So it's fucking awesome, man. God, this is my favorite pedal I've ever owned, and it has opened up my playing in a way I never imagined. All right, moving on. Jimmy. Now that we know she in fact did not know, besides Glinda, who is getting the Angry Dragon. Oh no, Glinda's still getting the Angry Dragon, brother. Just because you don't know, look, just because you don't know that a law exists doesn't mean that they can't still enforce it, right? Yeah. Take that, Glinda. The Angry Dragon, gag on it, Glinda. Her name's just gonna grow, like eventually she's gonna be like Daenerys off of Game of Thrones. She's gonna have like 37 fucking names that we have to say before we get to Glinda. Jimmy, did you see Clutch started live streaming jam sessions on YouTube? Yes. And I have not, I didn't watch the first one, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Like that's going to be you want to know something shitty? So in this little town that I'm stuck in right now, there are 3 liquor stores. None of them have bottles of mead. I need bottles of mead so goddamn bad. It's terrible. And I want to have like a bottle of mead to enjoy while watching Clutch on my TV jam in my house. You know, like, it's fucking heartbreaking. Jimmy again, should we have waited to start trying to reopen the country, or do you feel like this YOLO mentality is justified? Well, from what I heard, everything just got locked down further until May 17th. So, I mean, look, I'm sure that there's going to be... Here, look at it this way. I saw this post the other day, and yesterday, and it made perfect sense. Quarantine is where you isolate sick people. Tyranny is where you isolate everyone. Let that sink in for a second. They're quarantining healthy people. That's not what a quarantine is. That's not at all how that works. So here's the way I look at it. I think that in 2020, and especially here in America, we live in a supposedly, I'll put this in air quotes, free society. Fuck all this essential and non-essential. If your business wants to be open, you should be allowed to be open. Okay? And anyone who wants to continue to work at that business may do so. And anyone who doesn't can opt out. And those people that opt out during a time of pandemic, yes, they should still be taken care of. And I don't care about anybody's feelings about that. I don't give a fuck. But also, if people are worried about getting fucking sick, stay your funky ass at home. If people make the informed decision to leave their home and expose themselves potentially to who knows what, that's on them. Okay? It's that simple. It really is that simple. Also, I mean, should we really be trying to stop the weeding out of 7 billion people? Again, I think it's all a staging event, and eventually, it's going to lead to that anyway. It's going to lead to a mass depopulation. But that's neither here nor there, and most people don't ever want to open their mind to consider the possibility that, elite level billionaires and government officials from around the world could be working in secret to fuck with their lives because, that's not possible. Kind of like the treasonous meeting between Congress and members of the private banking cartels in 1913 on Jekyll Island, where the Federal Reserve was signed into being in a treasonous act. Okay? But no, you're right. Your government has your best interest at heart, and they care about you because you're all, each, individual, beautiful snowflakes, and you're precious. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, just open shit up. If people want to go, they'll go. If they don't, they'll stay home like me and jerk off all day to X videos. God. Jeremy sent me a meme. Says you gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go. It's Carol fucking Baskin, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi. Gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. I'm gonna pick the kill one first. Pick myself. Haha, bitch, I just escaped your equation. Gag on it, Glinda. I am now give it to you, Glinda. Because I'm going to give it to you real good, Daddy. Whoa, what? And then she tagged Jimmy Russellberg. What? What? Wait, I'm Daddy. What the fuck is going on here? Gag on it, Glinda again. Are black people secretly happy their ancestors were brought over? That way they didn't have to grow up in Africa. Look, I have American black friends. I don't say African American because that's fucking stupid. Okay? African American is dumb as fuck. We're called white people. They're black people. Which, whatever. They were black forever. And then all of a sudden, African American. Shut the fuck up. It's like the Joe Dirt doing Joe Dirte. Don't try and church it up. Your ass ain't never been to fucking Africa. Shut the fuck up. And if you went, let me tell you something about Africans. Because I have African friends too. Okay? They don't like y'all motherfuckers. They don't like American black people. They think you fucking suck. So, I'm just going to say, take your little adventure on over to the motherland. And when those people are rude as fuck to you and tell you to your face that they don't like you and you need to go back home, then what? And I'm just going to say, there's a lot of shady shit that happens in Africa. A lot of people get scrubbed out there. Now, here, black people have to deal with the corporatized, the private corporate prison system, in which they tend to favor black people heavily by the tune of like 70 or 80% of prison population, which is fucking bullshit, but it is a reality. That being said, I don't know. I think that, of course, there are people that think that they want to go to Africa. Like, they think that life would just be so much better if they were in Africa. And I don't think they've really looked into it much or weighed the pros and cons. Because, I mean, okay, let's say that they were born there. Look how many African people still fucking immigrate here. That should tell you something. They want to get the fuck out of there. All right? Africa sucks. It's hot as fuck. Africa is Australia North. Everything within every square mile is trying to kill you. Okay? Like, yeah, you got what? 5 cool places in Africa, like 5 nice, semi-nice, accommodating locations in that massive continent, and the rest of the continent is like, fuck you. They want to kill you. Yeah, I don't know. And that's just coming from my white privileged perspective, I guess we'll say. But I couldn't imagine wanting to be in Africa. Not at all. Nope. No fucking part of me. Let's see. Gag on it, Glenda. What if all the ancestry DNA testing that people have done came with a deportation notice to go back to whatever country their ancestors were from? How empty would America be? Pretty fucking empty. And Europe would be, Europe would get overrun quickly. Well, Europe and Mexico. Mexico would see a high influx of more people immediately. Like, wait, what? I thought we got rid of you. No, we're back, man. Gag on it, Glinda. How long before Trump comes out and says, God damn it! Fuck yeah! Okay, I'm going to try to get through this without busting up. How long before Trump comes out and says electrolytes are all we need, and then he brings out Brondo, the thirst mutilator? August 15th. I'm giving it to August 15th, and we get Brondo. Oh, fuck. Dude. That just made me so fucking happy. What? Fucking Trump. How? Look, I understand. Well, I don't understand. I know that people genuinely hate the man. And that doesn't make sense to me at all. He has provided more comedy in these past 3.5 years than George W. Bush did in 8. With the exception of when that dude in Iran or Iraq threw the shoes at George W. Bush, and Bush dodged both of them like he was Mike Tyson bobbing and weaving. But Trump has been entertaining as fuck. And if you don't agree, you're taking this shit way too seriously. It always cracks me up when just common folk, just everyday people who have never been in the political arena, get really deeply emotionally butthurt over politics or politicians. You can't be serious. Like, your life cannot be so shallow and devoid of genuine everyday life issues that is what draws your constant ire and angst, and just, I see it on my Facebook all the time, and here's the thing. Okay, in my lifetime, I had Reagan, which I wasn't old enough to really follow. Then there was George Bush Sr. Still wasn't really old enough. Now, Clinton I was old enough to pay attention to. Clinton did things that I liked. Clinton did things I didn't like. George W. Bush did some great things, also did some awful things. Barack Obama did some great things, also did some awful things. Donald Trump has done some great things and also did some awful things. Now, the difference is, at least George W. Bush, I can remember even hearing, even liberals at that time would say, okay, well, Bush made the right call there. Okay, yeah, good. Like, people were still together. Now, since Obama, whatever, this whole fucking, I don't understand this all or nothing attitude. Like, oh, well, if you don't fully support your fucking person, like your liberal representative or your conservative representative, then your opinion is shit if you don't fully back them. Shut the fuck up, you fucking mindless lemmings. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you understand, everybody listening to this, do you understand if you harbor those kind of strict left or right mentalities, do you understand that to people like me with fully functioning brains, you seem 5 shades above retarded? That's it. Like, you are barely, you barely have an IQ to function in everyday society. You're fucking dumb. You can be book smart all day long, but you have no fucking common sense. It's so stupid. And all of this started during the Obama administration, where then you started seeing the sides dig their heels in. And then when Trump came, because look, enough people had enough of what was happening under the Obama administration, so they went the other way. And they went the other way with a showman this time, a businessman / entertainer. He is an actor now. He had a television show. Okay, he went through acting classes to help develop that show. All right? You people are being fed upon emotionally by an entertainer. Do you understand that? Does that resonate with any of you? Just how fucking stupid you really are? I love to post things on Facebook just to get people to say things, just for my own entertainment. However, the one thing I don't do, I don't bash Trump. I'm not pro-Trump. I don't care about Trump because I understand anything that man does or says publicly, please understand, it's been cleared. If you don't think that Donald Trump's ass can't be taken out the same way JFK was, you are fucking insane. If you honestly think the president of the United States runs the United States and is not simply the spokesperson for the largest corporation in the world, which is the United States of America and its corporate conglomerates and subsidiaries, and if you think that the president, if you think that Donald Trump is really the one that's in control of everything, I want you to beat your head off of the nearest wall until you have a different thought. I don't care if it's, hey, I should watch Scooby-Doo, because you don't need to be speaking about politics. You don't understand politics. You don't understand that there are people with names you have never heard of that own your politicians. You think you vote these people in, and you think that these people actively work in your best interest, and they do not. They work for themselves and for whoever owns them. And those are the interests they serve, not yours or mine. Okay? All right. Moving along. I'm tired of talking about fucking politics. Although, again, August 15th, we get Brondo, the thirst mutilator. Gag on it, Glenda. Were the Tide Pod kids onto something? I said the same goddamn thing when I saw Trump's fucking thing about we need to inject bleach and Lysol into people. Fuck! Oh my God. It's... I love this new world. I do. Like, some of it aggravates me and irritates me to no end. But I don't think I would trade it at this point just because of how thoroughly entertaining it really is. Jimmy, are you like me and have your fingers crossed that people start to chug disinfectant? I'm going to tell you right now, there are people that have already done that. There are 7 billion people on this planet. And people... Tommy Lee Jones said it in Men in Black. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky animals. And I'm telling you right now, Out of 7 billion, there are at least 7,000 people who have drank hand sanitizer. And I'm betting 7,000 just in the U.S. That's out of, what, 330 million? 330 million. 7,000. I promise you, 7,000 people in this country have drank hand sanitizer since the COVID thing started. I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about just in these past, like, 3-4 months. 7,000 people have drank hand sanitizer. You know, I'll bump it up. I'll fucking be bold. I'll say 10,000. 10,000 people have drank hand sanitizer. And I'm betting at least another 10,000 have drank isopropyl rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, thinking that it will. Oh my God! I wish I were joking, but I'm not. 30,000 people, 30,000 out of 330 million. Anybody willing to bet against me? Because I'm pretty sure we could get some numbers on that. I bet. Jimmy, when are we going to start writing music together? As soon as this social distancing bullshit's over, or if you're bold enough to travel over to my house. Fuck, I know I ain't got no fucking corona. I do have some Red's peach ale and red strawberry apple ale. I ain't got corona though, and I don't go anywhere, so you can come over here. I don't give a fuck. We'll play guitars and write lyrics and woot. Gag on it, Glenda. How can we practice safe social distancing and still have intercourse? Well, that is physically impossible for me because I have a 3-inch penis, so I got to be right up on you. Otherwise, this just isn't doing anything for me. And I'm not going to just sit there and watch you jerk off across the room. I'll make you leave my house. If we're not fucking, then you got to go. Like, I'm not just gonna, I'm already torturing myself. Fuck. My dick thinks it's being punished, every day around the 8th or 9th time that it sees me pull up X videos on my phone browser, and it starts crying, and not the good tears, but he's like, no, please, not again. This is unnecessary. Why the fuck am I going to torture myself by actually having a woman in my house and she's naked, but I can't touch her? Fuck that. I'd rather die. I'd rather get the fucking Rona. I'd rather fucking die. Bring me whores. Bring me fucking whores. Jimmy replied to Gag on It Glenda's thing with full body condoms. I'm not doing that either. You imagine how big that fucking body condom would have to be? Jesus Christ. Gag on It Glenda. What scents turn you off? I don't like lavender. It's unappealing to me. Just I'm not a big fan of like vanilla. I love cinnamon. I love like the honeydew melon and like cucumber melon scents. Oh my God. I love that. Especially, dude, if a woman is wearing like cucumber melon or honeydew melon like body lotion and shit, oh my God, it's fantastic. I also like scents that I don't like. I don't like that anise or like black licorice scent. I don't know. I do like cloves as long as it's mild, but if it's like overbearing, don't like it. Oddly enough, I like the smell of skunk. I like the smell of gasoline. I like the weird shit. Smells that I don't like. Poop. No, like the biggest thing though, scent wise, like candles or sprays or something like that. Lavender, I can't do, or lilac. I don't like that either. No, it's gross. I don't like it. Jimmy. Okay, let's get your mind off peas now. Oh God. Oh, I didn't even think of that, you fucking asshole. Okay, the smell of a bowl. Oh, goddamn, I can't even fucking say. The smell of a bowl of peas will fucking make me retch immediately. Like, if that scent hits my nose, game over. Like that, I have to ask, if people invite me over for like a family dinner or something, I have to ask, is anyone planning on making peas? And if they say yes, I politely decline. That's not a joke. I can't even go into the kitchen. I can't even seeing the bowl of peas. Well, fuck, man. Thinking about it right now is making me sweat. But here's the funny thing. I will only eat fried rice if it has peas in it. And the same with pasta salad. Also, if you use mayonnaise in your pasta salad instead of Miracle Whip, you're a fucking monster and you should be put down in the middle of the street. But pasta salad needs to have peas in it too. And it needs to have Miracle Whip because it's got that tangy zip. Okay? There's a difference. Do you know that there are people out there that don't know the difference between mayonnaise and Miracle Whip? And I think that those people should be Miracle Whipped while chained to a wall. Okay. He said, okay, let's get your mind off of peas now. Ugh. If you had to build a 5-man squad from your friends list, who are you picking and what is their job duty? Glinda replied with, you said duty. God damn it. I love that there's like a whole other conversation that happens in the comments section of these posts every week. Fucking weirdos. Okay. So this is my friend's draft. First and foremost, number one pick, always has been, always will be, is going to be Jay Scott. Jay Scott and I, we can survive most situations. We both know how to hunt. We both know how to fish. We both know how to grow food. Jay can pretty much fix anything. And I have the necessary disposition to acquire anything that we may need, i.e. taking it from people by means of force. So Jay Scott's going to be my number one. Like, that dude's going to be the greatest homemaker in the post-apocalyptic world anybody's ever seen. Second, I don't know. I have to look at this in terms of who is like genuinely, and I don't mean the false badass, like, you know, I don't mean people who might be good in a fight or two and just, you know, think they're a badass, but they really don't possess any other skills. I don't need anybody like that. I need people with knowledge, and I need people who can learn quickly. Glinda would definitely, gag on it, Glinda would definitely be one of those people. She's highly intelligent. Yes, this is a sincere moment. She is highly intelligent, and she is fiercely lethal. Like, the woman carries blades on her at all times. Like, that's not a joke. She's always armed. Another person would probably be my buddy Steven, who is also super intelligent, knows how to hunt, knows how to fish, just, and will fucking cut somebody's throat in a heartbeat. Jimmy, I would definitely have you in my camp. And then, I don't know. The four of us have to be entertained now. And for that, I've probably got to go with my buddy Dan Lagrata, because he's ex-military, super intelligent. He'll kill somebody if he has to. But he's also hysterical, and he has a dry sense of humor. And I think, honestly, we could be doing a sweep and clear with a 5-man, like with this 5-person squad, just have gunned down 30 people to take whatever we need from them, and Dan would be the first one to crack a joke. He would be our Wade Wilson, okay? So, yeah, but I mean, you got to understand, my squad wouldn't just be 5 people. There's no future there. That's not real life. That's okay. That's a squad though. If we're going out in a squad, yeah, but I'm gonna have way more people than 5. Like I'm gonna have a community, because despite all of my craziness, I do have a protective nature, and so long as people can serve functionality in Bulldog's savage land, you know, they've got a place there. And so long as everyone knows their place and, you know, understands that we're all having to work for the benefit of each other and not just individually. Yeah. All right. Next. Jimmy, let's say you get yourself a backdoor Betty and she is loving the Juggernaut train. If she busts out an explosive diarrhea in the middle, are you throwing up and stopping, or getting even more gangster and hitting it harder as punishment? You're going to have to combine those two. Okay? I'm probably going to throw up, but I am gangster, and I'm just going to hit it harder until she gets daddy's love explosion in her duty dungeon. Okay? I ain't stopping. Are you kidding? Pfft, that's not happening. Plus, my dick may only be 3 inches long, but it's thick enough that it's probably going to block most of it anyway. So, yeah. It'll be an after effect. Like, can you believe this shit? That bitch just frosted me like a fucking cake. All right, gag on it, Glinda. Who would you Eiffel Tower? You. Tell Mikey we're going to take you to Paris. You're going to love it. It's going to be a fantastic trip. Gag on it, Glinda. Let's say it's apocalypse time, and you can call yourself whatever you want because there's no rules. Are you still calling yourself Bulldog Malenko or something else? I am the king of villains, Bulldog Malenko. I am the last savage and true lord of the wasteland. That's me. I was that before this apocalypse fucking started. Okay? Like, I've been groomed for this. All right? It's, yeah, no, I am who I am, and that's all that I am. All right. And next. Jimmy, should we take bets on what kind of silly shit May will bring? Are we getting volcano eruptions, war again, meteors? What new hell awaits us? Glinda just replied to him with my answer, Cthulhu. Lord Cthulhu awaits. Jimmy said, when I went to Martha's Vineyard a few years ago, I was praying to the old god to yank someone off the side of the boat. Sadly, he didn't listen. The old god doesn't really go to Martha's Vineyard. I don't think that's one of his spots. Who knows, dude? Fuck. May could be so fucked up that Atlantis actually rises back from out of the sea. Like, who knows, right? How fucked up would that be? Like, satellite images have just shown a new continent emerging in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Ha-ha, bitches! Let me just tell you, if the Atlanteans are still around and their continent comes back up and they see what y'all motherfuckers have been doing, they're not going to be happy. Okay. Gag on it, Glinda. Can you sing the Doom song for us? Doom, 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 doomy, 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 doom, doom, doom. The end. Yeah, little short condensed version, but there you go. You're welcome. Jimmy, do you think Build-A-Bear should have known that Baby Yeet was going to sell out that fast? Should they have been better prepared? I didn't even realize that the Baby Yeets had hit Build-A-Bear yet, so that means that I have missed my Build-A-Bear Baby Yeet, and I blame all of you who should have been looking out for me. What the fuck? This is not a good start to the apocalypse, my friends. Your last true savage and lord of the wasteland is very displeased that he is not in possession of a Build-A-Bear baby yeet. Okay? You fucks have let me down. I'd recommend not letting it happen too often. Don't make this a habit. Okay? Moving on. Gag on it, Glinda. They are making yet another Jurassic Park. Thoughts? Why not? Fuck, those movies are hugely successful, and they keep getting better and bigger, and eventually our scientists are going to do this dumb shit. So if you think a pandemic is bad, whoo, buddy. God, do you know how I would give my left testicle to watch an actual T-Rex let loose, or a pack of like 10 velociraptors let loose in the streets of New York City? Oh my God, I would probably jerk off while I was watching it. I'm not kidding. Oh, do you know how fucking amazing that would be? Or in LA. Oh my God. Let's do them both simultaneously. And let's have, like, you got to have the news feeds. Like, you got split screen, you know? I got a big screen TV. So on the left, you got LA. On the right, you got New York. And you're watching 10 raptors in each city just run fucking wild. Oh my God. It would be fantastic. Jimmy. So who is doing the majority of the work with your writing? Sophia or Jimmy? They're actually splitting time. And the good news is I did get new strings in, so I'm going to be able to get Rose restrung and get her tuned back down to open G? Fuck, I can't remember. Actually, I think it's open A. I think I had her in open A. Yeah. Have Rose in open A and start doing more slide. I was actually playing slide on Sophia the other day, but she's in standard E tuning, so the slide doesn't really transfer that well. But in open tuning, oh, slide's nasty, son. So yeah, but I've been splitting between Jimmy and Sophia. However, I will say this. I took the 1046s off of Sophia and restrung her with 946s, the Diodario NYXLs. Holy shit, she screams now. It's fucking amazing. I love it. But yeah, I try to give them all equal time, except Rose, who has been incapacitated for a few months now, but I'm probably going to restring her up tomorrow. Gag on it, Glinda. What are some positive vibes you want to send all your friends and or fans right now? The positive vibes are this. I realize that a lot of people are doing and saying a lot of crazy shit, and none of that matters. Okay? At the end of the day, this planet can and will defend itself from us and take care of itself if it needs to. Okay? It has many times in the past. In fact, we as human beings, modern anatomical man who have existed between 250 and 300,000 years, about every 10 to 12,000 years, a major cataclysm happens on this planet and we get to start over. So, the last major cataclysm was the Ice Age. That was like 11,000 years ago. So we're probably about due. So the positive vibe is this. Enjoy life. Have fun. Do things that that bring you joy and make you feel fulfilled. Play video games. Play music. Draw. Paint. Even if you've never done these things, what are you doing right now? What are you doing to stop you? I don't have art supplies. Grab an ink pen, grab a pencil, grab a notepad, grab a sheet of printer paper. Draw something. Paint something. Like, just get creative. Do something. Read. Or watch your favorite shows and movies. If you have to. Dude, I did this with a friend like a week ago. I called one of my friends through Facebook Messenger, did the video call, okay? And we started watching a movie at the same time, a movie that we both love. We've seen several times, so it didn't matter if we talked through it. But we got to enjoy each other laughing during the movie and got to fucking say things to each other while still social distancing, and it was a good time. We have these things at our disposal. Not everything has to be serious. Not everything has to be political or this fucking end all be all everything every day. All right. Jimmy, besides Deadpool, who is your other favorite comic book character? Nightcrawler. Hands down. Nightcrawler is my favorite X-Man. Nightcrawler is the fucking shit. Kurt Wagner, that's my fucking boy. I love Nightcrawler, and I am really mad that we don't have a pop figure of Nightcrawler yet. Do you know how hard it is to find Nightcrawler figures? And if you find Nightcrawler figures, do you know how fucking expensive they are? Shit pisses me the fuck off. I love Nightcrawler. All right. Jimmy, again, speaking of Wade, do you think they will shit talk COVID-19 and Deadpool 3? I think they kind of have to, don't they? And, I mean, he does wear a mask. And he can't get sick. So, they've got to play it in there. Gag on it, Glenda. What's the better computer processor, AMD or Intel? Well, that's always been a subject of hot debate, hasn't it? For me, all of the computers that I use right now are AMD. I like them better. They seem to have a better stability. And the one computer that I have run into overclocking and things like that, it handles it way better than any Intel that I've used, which we're talking about a computer that's 5 years old, actually older. I do know that Intel is up their game, but I think it just comes down to a preference. I used to just be all about Intel, and I didn't want AMD until I got a computer with AMD, and I was like, holy shit, I think I kind of like how this runs better. But I was also power using at that time, like doing things that were really high demand of my system. And I don't know. That's just a personal preference thing, though. Jimmy, do you think the sale of real dolls has seen a massive spike due to this virus? I know that it has because I have been on the website and I've been to the few other sites like Real Dolls that sell these things, and they have a lot of types, like a lot of specific ones that are out of stock, and you can be notified when they're back in. Out of stock. These things range between like $1,500 and like $3 and $4, sometimes $5,000. Hey, by the way, government, you want to do something? You need to give Bulldog $5,000, okay? And don't ask questions. Just give me the $5,000. All right. Thank you. And last question, Jimmy. Name a movie that should be safe from never getting a reboot. Hook. Never, ever, ever. Never, never, ever, 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 ever. Actually, I refuse to watch the live action movie Aladdin. Let's just one up this. Any movie that had Robin fucking Williams in it, leave it the fuck alone. Don't ever remake it. It's not your business. That movie has been done. It's there, and it was already done perfectly. Okay? So leave it the fuck alone. Except Popeye. You could probably redo Popeye. I don't think he'd care about that. But I don't care about that. But the rest of them, leave them the fuck alone. Robin Williams movies, leave them be. All right. Goddamn. I just gave you people almost an hour of mayhem. That's double time of mayhem, and I am exhausted from all of this mayhem. Jesus. I'm not even getting laid for this. You fucks. All right. Well, I'll be back Sunday. And you guys enjoy your weekend. For those of you that the weekend is actually still a thing right now, because I've been on like a fucking 2-month weekend now. It's fucking sweet. All right. I am the King of Villains, Bulldog Maliko. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. This has been 30 minutes of mayhem / an hour of mayhem. Later.